Coming up on today's episode of Airborne, Washington insiders keynote the NBAA Opening General Session. Eclipse is helping revitalize the VLJ market, and Hartzell's new composite propellers are on display at NBAA. Welcome to Airborne on Aero-TV. I'm Ashley Hale, coming to you this week from NBAA 2014 in Orlando, Florida. The NBAA Opening General Session featured two well-known names from Washington, D.C. Tom Patton reports.
Ashley, Representative Bill Shuster, who chairs the House Transportation Committee, and acting NTSB Chair Christopher Hart keynoted the Opening General Session of the convention on Tuesday morning. Shuster said that he's already started the conversation on a new FAA reauthorization bill, which he says should be transformational for the industry and help ease the regulatory burdens that are currently being experienced.
The regulatory burdens, again, that many are concerned about, our competitors don't face. Our competitors out there are able to move faster. And these regulatory burdens cut across all the different aviation communities, whether it's manufacturing, whether it's business jets, whether it's the GA community, whether it's our airlines. All of them face that burden. Again, there's a tax burden out there that are concerned everybody, increasing taxes. You look at Europe, they've doubled the taxes on their aviation that the U.S. has, and we just can't go down that road if we expect aviation, especially general aviation, to continue to grow and prosper in this country.
Shuster said he's also heard many questions about the FAA's ability to complete NextGen.
The GAO recently reported that they spoke to 72 stakeholders about the FAA progress to implement NextGen, and only 5 of them said they thought the FAA could do it. That's only 15%. So that begs the question, is the FAA properly organized to finish NextGen, which I think is so critical to us?
For his part, NTSB Chair Christopher Hart said he has concerns about automation, the role it plays on the cockpit, and the effect it may have on pilot professionalism. Hart said that while automation is not inherently a bad thing, pilots need to make sure they're not over-reliant on such systems. And he said there's also a responsibility on the part of those who create those systems.
The challenge for automation designers in terms of skills and knowledge is they have to design the system so that if it fails, the operator has to know, A, that it's failed, and B, how to recover successfully from the failure. And those are huge challenges, and they deal with knowledge and skills. But here's a bigger challenge, because now I'm talking about when the system works correctly. This is not a failure analysis. This is when the system works correctly. I'm concerned that it will result in a decrease in professionalism. So to me, that's an even bigger challenge. This isn't a matter of designing failure to be fail-safe. This is a matter of how do we design this whole system, this whole human-machine system, to work better so we don't lose the professionalism in the humans that are doing this.
The opening general session ended with the traditional ribbon-cutting ceremony opening the exhibit hall. NBAA 2014 runs through Thursday in Orlando. For Airborne, I'm Tom Patton.
Coming up, an update from Eclipse Aerospace on the 550 program. Airborne is coming to you this week from NBAA's 2014 annual convention in Orlando, sponsored by Mid-Continent Instruments and Avionics, proudly serving the global aviation community for more than 50 years. Visit their website at www.mcico.com.
Meet Sam, the new 2-inch standby attitude module from Mid-Continent Instruments and Avionics. Sam offers selectable horizontal and vertical orientation like no other, guaranteeing the perfect fit within any panel. Learn more at flysam.com.
ADS-B will be mandatory for most aircraft by 2020 in the United States, but you can benefit from ADS-B today with the Bendix King KT-74 Mode S transponder. The KT-74 meets the global mandates for ADS-B out when attached to a suitable WAAS GPS. Finally, the extraordinary story of the world-changing X-Prize space competition is being told and illustrated with hundreds of insider photos in Jim Campbell's colorful new book, Beyond the Blue. Journey with Jim as he flies formation with spaceships, plays in zero gravity, prepares rocket racers, and documents the amazing first decade of the personal space race. Available this summer. Get your advance order in now by checking out www.kindredspirit.com.
Welcome back to Airborne at NBAA 2014. While most of the news at the show revolves around mid-size and larger business jets, there's also a very distinct niche for smaller business jets, including very light jets. One of the major players in that segment of the industry is Eclipse Aerospace. ANN's Editor-In-Chief Jim Campbell talked Tuesday with Eclipse Aerospace CEO Mason Holland about how the E550 is helping revitalize that segment of the market.
What's happening out there with light jets?
Well, the light jet market is incrementally improving. It has been since 2009. I think we're starting to see the improvement happen, but it's not exponentially improving by any means. So we like the direction of the global markets. We like the direction of the U.S. markets, and we like the direction that our business is going. So good, I think real positive.
What kind of year has this been for Eclipse overall from the standpoint of the company and then with the airplane?
From a company and from the airplane, the 550 got certified on March 28th this year. So we've had 3 quarters of production, which is great. We're transitioning from call it an MRO facility to a production facility this year. So that's interesting to see how it's happening. We're actually running 2 businesses at the same time, an MRO facility that will keep going and continue to do upgrades and repairs to the existing fleet. And then we'll also intertwine in the production as the market's allowing us to seed it into the demand that's being created.
What does this industry need to do at this point to communicate to potential new aircraft owners, to people who need to use airplanes for business, that this is a segment that they need to be addressing?
I think the larger end of the market is just not sensitive to the current economy, and that's why it continues to run. And I think that's great. But we do have to show the typical business owner the great utility of being able to travel in the air from one location to another to make a deal happen in their particular business. It is just hugely helpful to be able at a moment's notice to be working with a business counterpart to make a transaction happen. And I all too often hear from many of our customers, they make more money in their business than their cost of flying, and their business grows faster because of that ability to connect people together.
Williams International announced that customers enrolled in its Total Assurance Program, known as TAP for engine maintenance, will benefit from extended intervals between major periodic inspections. This extension allows all FJ44 models to match the latest FJ44 engine overhaul interval of 5,000 hours. Hot section inspection intervals have been extended to 2,500 hours and can usually be performed without engine removal. Williams reports that their latest version of the program, called TAP Blue, even covers foreign object damage, as well as incorporation of all service bulletins. Incentives are being offered until the end of this year to assist existing customers in upgrading to TAP Blue, and to encourage new customers to enroll directly into TAP Blue. Coming up, it's been a banner year for Boeing business jets. We're coming to you from NBAA 2014 in Orlando, Florida, sponsored by True Blue Power. Innovative power solutions including USB charging ports, inverters, emergency power supplies, and certified lithium-ion aircraft batteries. Visit their website at www.truebluepowerusa.com.
The TI-250 DC to AC inverter pumps out 250 watts of clean, regulated AC cabin or cockpit power. It's perfect for laptops, iPads, tablets, chargers, and special missions equipment. Available from your local avionics dealer.
Redbird Flight Simulations is dedicated to revolutionizing flight training by designing, manufacturing, and delivering affordable and innovative flight training technologies. Each Redbird device is designed to enhance the training experience for pilots of all levels, from student to ATP. Redbird is quickly becoming the industry standard for flight training. Since Redbird introduced its revolutionary FMX in 2007, colleges, universities, and flight training operations around the world have integrated Redbird products into their curriculum. It's time to discover what Redbird can do for you. Join the migration.
Welcome back to Airborne at NBAA 2014. Boeing says it's been a great year for the business jet segment of its company. Boeing has sold 10 BBJ models, ranging from 737s to Dreamliners, to corporate customers in 2014. Though it won't be available for some time yet, Captain Stephen Taylor, president of Boeing's Business Jet and Government and Military Sales Division, said that the 737 MAX is already becoming a very popular option for corporate use.
The advantage that the MAX has is in two areas, one in space and the other in range. Range has always been a hallmark of the BBJ product, and the MAX gives us about 660 nautical miles more range than the current airplane. So that really opens up some cities that our customers like to be able to do nonstop. And with the great big cabin that we have, the ability to do, a 12, 13-hour mission and get some proper rest, the combination of that range capability and the cabin size to really make it great for our customers.
So what are some of those city pairs then?
Oh, things like Hong Kong to London and Los Angeles to Seoul become real easily doable with the MAX 8.
Taylor said that there have been some very preliminary discussions with the U.S. government about the replacement of Air Force One, which is based on the 747 platform. Gogo Aviation wrapped up a nice deal with Dassault for fans on several business models. Dassault will also add moving maps to its in-flight entertainment system. ANN's Editor-In-Chief Jim Campbell got details on these developments from Gogo Business Aviation.
A couple of announcements we've had at the show here. One is to do with fan services over Iridium. The airlines and business aviation operators are looking for a way to introduce fans with the mandated changes coming up in the next few years. And we're pleased to announce that our access system is now fan certified. We have a relationship with Dassault where that's now available for operators of Dassault aircraft. We've also added a moving map to our IFE product, Gogo Vision, so we're actually able to offer streaming movies as well as moving map capability. And that all hosts on our groundbreaking UCS Universal Communication Systems cabin server.
Hartzell propellers, 5-blade, swept-tip, carbon fiber propellers are being featured at NBAA 2014. The company says it's working on several other composite 5-blade programs for turboprop business aircraft. Hartzell Propellers says it has invested heavily in its structural composite propeller center, developing aggressive-looking 5-blade propellers. Hartzell props feature modern aerospace conforming materials that include carbon fiber and epoxy resins and are produced on state-of-the-art automated manufacturing equipment. According to Hartzell, the material choices enable aerodynamic design innovations that feature thin, wide chord, or high aspect ratio, maximum efficiency airfoils, giving Hartzell's new turboprop propellers significantly increased performance. They also say these newly designed props incorporate a nickel erosion mesh and field replaceable nickel cobalt erosion shield to minimize foreign object damage. Well, that's our program for Tuesday, October 21st. Be sure to join us all this week for the latest in business aviation news from NBAA 2014. I'm Ashley Hale. Thanks for watching.